Meeting all people here, and I'm a co-host. So if there is any sound or something or someone's talking, he can mute everyone. And okay, here we go. Bismillah walhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Welcome all to Tadabbur Quran class number 4 today. Thank you very much for taking your time out of your busy days. So, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, I have shared this information on the groups that inshallah ta'ala we will now be having our classes every alternate Sundays. So it is right now 7:30, but if something changes, we will just let everyone know. But inshallah ta'ala 7:30 every alternate Sundays. So quick review. In last 3 sessions, today is class 4. In last 3 classes, we have went over a few things in here. In there, we learned about 11,000 new words. We learned about ism and what is harf and the science of haraka. I'm going to elaborate on a little bit on this one. Then I'm going to share with you some other thing, inshallah ta'ala. So this is the main ayah that is our focus, and every learning what we do is based on this ayah. This ayah number 29 of Surah number 38, Surah Sad, right? Kitabun anzalnahu ilayka mubarakul liyadabbaru ayatihi walitadhakkara ulul albab. This we learned in detail in last session. 2 important words were there, tadabbur and tazakkur, right? Pondering upon the ayats and receiving admonition. So one thing important I want to repeat here, because this is very important, and everyone who has learned this, let the information be reinforced or the knowledge be reinforced. And if they know someone is with us here that they do not know, they should know this. The ayah in Quran Pak, in this ayah, it means there are 2 meanings of this ayah word always. Ayah is one of the Quranic verses, right? Like ayat mean these are verses, ayat, right? Ayah will be one verse, ayat mean verses, and there's another thing that will be signs, means all the creation of the God are the signs of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Any, whatever you, tree, sky, sun, whatever, right? Day, night. So we learned that in Arabic, words are of 3 types. This is going to be question, maybe not today, but in the next session, inshallah ta'ala. Because now we have switched to Zoom, it's easier for me to conduct all those exercises, inshallah, Aziz, with you all. Now, here is, if there is money or aman or khuram or ahmed, out of these 4, please just let me know that can you see my view is okay. Otherwise, please point me out or unmute yourself and just let me know that you cannot see me or the screen is not good. Then I will just switch around my this screen here, right, in the camera. So there are 3, in Arabic, there are 3 types of words. One is ism, other is fail, and the third one is harf. So the ism is name or any attribute of the name, and fail is called verb that tells us about an action, right? And then the harf is the particle, like that joins nouns and or verbs. It can join nouns with nouns, right? So, and can it join verb with verb? Inshallah. So we learned about ism. Kitabun is a book. Al-Kitab, we said, is a pronoun, the book, right? And we don't need to write this, these haraka there. It is still, we can say Kitab, and this we can say Al-Kitab. Right? So nouns can be singular and plural. We all went through this one last time, that there are two types. How you can make singular. When you see that, how can you make a plural of that singular? There are two types, that at the end of a word, you add this un in for muzakkar and ad for monas. I want to tell you one thing here, that mostly what we will be learning about, we'll be doing some sentences that will be related to all, like uh, not feminine gender right now. We won't be doing that, because feminine gender is used for some very in very small quantity in there in Quran Park. So we're gonna learning maybe, right, masculine gender right now, inshallah, the words. So momin is mominun, and momina for, so for a feminine gender it would be mominar. We have to do ad. So this is one way how you can make from singular to plural, singular to plural, right? So Muslim will be Muslimun, and we went all these last time. So now there we learned about these harakats, right? These are called harakats. And how many harakats? These are called the signs of harakats, right? So how many are there in Quran Park? How many use? This is the exam question. How many? 12, right? So today, I'm going to tell you about these two here. I'm going to showing the examples when we learn Quran Path. So you just have to understand this one. So these are called, this one here on the right is Fataha. This in the middle is called Kasra. And on the left here is called Dhamma, right? Fataha, Fataha, Kasra, Dhamma. And these one here are also called, like, these are the standing what? Standing Fatha and standing kasra here, like this, right? And this will be called inverted dhamma, because this is inverted. So these you have to learn, at least these things, these 6 haraka, and these are all one haraka. These are all on the top here, but these you will see that these will be 2 harakats. I'm explaining this later, inshallah, Aziz. Right? Now, this is one portion here. I'm going to do something, I want to share with you something that I was preparing these lessons, but then what we're going to switching, because now we are using Zoom, we are switching to my that pattern that we have learned from my teachers. And that's why I'm going to be sharing with you here this PowerPoint here in the PDF, right? So you see this here. Now I'm going to be starting here. We already have gone over this thing, but I want to show you how we learned, right? And then we're going to be continuing in this. And this is one thing I want to share with you, that when we complete this pattern of learning, inshallah ta'ala, you might be getting a certificate also. What I will be doing, that inshallah ta'ala, I'll be connecting with you, and we might have to collect the names, and I have to provide my academy that I am conducting these lessons for this group. So they might be watching us, and then there will be some kind of exam also. There will be some tests for within us. I'll be taking tests, but those tests are not marked. Those will be just to test the knowledge. But then when we, after this, when we are confident, some of you who are confident that, okay, sir, we are all good on this one, then we can have some formal exam in those questions, maybe 20, 25 questions, easy questions. Then if you pass those, then you get the certification, inshallah, right? So let's go ahead here. Now, we already covered some few things in here, so I'm going to be quickly, rolling over the slides, inshallah, right? So first of all, it tells us that congratulations to you. And that's what I'm telling you now that we learned here. So it says congratulations to you. Can you give me a second here? It's not popping up. Okay, here. Sorry. All right. So congratulations to you on learning the Quran, the book of Allah. Can you imagine how big this is? This is a blessed journey you are on with us here learning Quran Pak, inshallah ta'ala, right? So
Are you
here,
sharing the screen?
not showing up.
Yeah, I don't see a screen.
Okay, I'm sorry. Here we go again. Sorry. All right. Are you okay now?
Yeah, we can see it now.
Thank you. Thanks for reminding. That's very good. So here is some clarification, which usually we always do that there are some kind of levels of the teachers or the whoever gives any classes, that some are scholars, definitely. And here is my position, here is general position. For example, I know a little bit more than a general public because I learned, right? And as we learn more and more, you're gonna then have certifications more and more, then you can become a scholar. So here is the purpose. Purpose is not only to learn, but after you learn, teach. That is our Hadith Mubarak Rasulullah Hadith Mubarak. We learn that it says, among you is the best one who learns Quran and teaches. So inshallah ta'ala, what is our aim? To be a teacher, all of us, inshallah, right? So let's go ahead. I mean, again, this course, which now I have taken this pattern here completely, is based on modern techniques taken from a review of all books like grammar books, teaching modules, statistics of words in the Quran, and all those things in there. And there's another thing, that is the brain. How does brain think? These lessons have been created keeping in that mind. So we're gonna go over this one. And this one is another thing, neuro linguistic programming, that we are not going to detail. This was, we leave that, inshallah ta'ala. But objectives, of course, are now to convince you, first of all, that the Quran learning is easy. It is easy to understand. First of all, you have to clear your mind, clear up your mind. It's not difficult. Whatever we'll be learning, yes, you might see something, oh, it's tedious. I cannot remember this, but that's okay. How many times you go your other questions in your class? How many times you sit with other students to learn, right? Because it's something is difficult, something is easy. So this course is designed for only 20 hours, but because we are not going for hours, we are only half an hour or 40 minutes somehow, maybe. And then I might be going over on these more than they go, right? So it's gonna not be maybe 20 hours. So it's gonna be different timing. That's okay, inshallah ta'ala. The purpose is learning. So what is required to understand Quran? And I've gone over this, so I'll go it quickly, right? There are 600 pages of the Musaf, any common Quran, 15 lines per page in the Quran, and 9 words per line. These is going to be question maybe in the test and exam. So what it makes, like 600 pages, total words 130 in a page, 600 into 130, 78,000 words approximately. So we will be learning about 232 something words. That will make 78,000 of words. Inshallah, we'll be counting the words, how many we learn, right? And this I have showed you that we will take this pattern of the first of our prayers, right? So inshallah ta'ala, we will see. In this we have covered already. I'm gonna go quick here on this. So here is the thing. Like what is the biggest challenge in Salah? The proper Salah, we always get some visvisa, a whispering of shaitan, right? We are concentrating now on what? Namaz. For the namaz, whatever you recite in namaz, there are some parts associated with namaz. There is azan. You make dua after azan. You reply to azan, right? And then after azan, there are some duas. And then things we, other than Quran, what we read in Salat, right? All those things we will be learning bit by bit, inshallah. But focus will be namaz. It's because namaz is a very important part of our life, right? Food 3 times, but prayers 5 times. Okay, we can work on 5 things at a time. That is something that is learned from the scientific knowledge, or something that we can work on 5 things at one time. So there are 5 channels of brain we use. Example, when you drive, you control the steering, to control the brakes, talk to your friend, watch the road at the same time, and look for your stops. You can do all those things together, right? So while praying, keep all the channels busy. Because in namaz, when you make niyyah in this day, if your channels, one is only concentrating on the namaz, then your 4 channels are working somewhere else, thinking something else, right? So what we have to do, we have to concentrate on recitation, that we will have to do with tajweed. So we have correct pronunciation. I'm going to explain tajweed again, maybe in next lesson. Understand with what you recite. That is, we are going today, inshallah ta'ala. And visualize what you recite, and then feel it and interact with it. Only then will you be able to concentrate on your prayers, right? Inshallah ta'ala. So if not, then shaitan will attack you easily and destroy your salah. We don't want that. Humanly, it is almost impossible to keep focus in salah if you don't understand what you recite. You understand this point, right? Very clearly understand this point. So this course will focus on understanding salah and interacting with each zikr what we do in salah, inshallah. Right? Okay. So objectives of the course, we already said in 20 hours, we will be learning about 50% of the words from Quran, right? Which are repeated many times. Inshallah ta'ala, what we have to do at the end, this is again what we have to, how to practice, and how to keep it in our mind, and how to like actually absorb the knowledge. So after a study, ask question if you haven't understood anything, and evaluate that whatever was taught, how did you see that, how do you learn? Can you learn fast? Can you learn easy? What you learn, what you are interested in, how you want to learn, and then plan. Do you want to exercise? Do you want to write all those things again? What are told to you? You are listening to video or YouTube or something like that. That will be recorded here, inshallah ta'ala. It will be shared, right? And then propagate within your friends, within your family. Talk to them. I'm going to teach you something today. Talk to them. Then you will be learning how to be a teacher, and really reinforcing the knowledge you learn, right? Inshallah. So everybody say, inshallah ta'ala. Everybody said that very strongly. Don't unmute your mics, but say, inshallah ta'ala, I'm determined. Inshallah, I will do that, because this is Quran learning. How many years we spend on other kind of learnings, mathematics, geography, scientific, and all those kind of equations and everything. This is easy, inshallah ta'ala, right? So now, here is the thing. Unique features in this course are, we are not taking it complicated. We are not going into deep grammar thing to make you understand how the Arabic works. No. This is only Quranic grammar, very simply, few words, something. And before we go further, what we do before we read Quran, we went on this one first before, I think, that in Quran Pak, again, in Quran Pak, it's Surah Nahl, inshallah, ayat number I've forgotten, maybe 98. Allah Pak says that whenever you go for reciting Quran, when you intend to recite Quran, what you do? You say, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. We all know this, right? Do we not say that? We do. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Now, we use A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim for many other things too. But Allah has not commanded us to recite A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim before doing anything. But for Quran, He has commanded in Quran Pak itself. Inshallah ta'ala, we will see now that what does this mean and why this is commanded. Now, here is the thing. The wisdom of Allah Pak is different, right? but we are just learning why it could be there. That we'll be learning from the meaning, inshallah, right? We cannot see the wisdom of Allah, but all we are trying to understand from there, that wisdom that Allah Pak have given us knowledge. So we'll see what does that mean, inshallah, right? So let us study that. A'uz, I seek refuge. Please repeat after me, although you are unmuted, but please, so that you listen to your own words. A'uz, I seek refuge. Billahi, in Allah. Min, from. Ash-shaitan, shaitan. Ar-rajim, the outcast. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. I seek refuge in Allah from shaitan, the outcast. Now, a'uz, right? I seek refuge means I seek protection. Wherever is this, do you see this? Alif? Alif, this says what? Fatha. This says Fatha. If Khurram is with us, can you please note that we are learning this one word, A'uz, right? And this has come in Quran 7 times. So one word, 7 times. You learn one word, you learn 7 words, right? This is the concept. So if Khurram is with us, please take on this assignment for us and help us. Please note that one word, 7 words. Alif, you have to understand here. Whenever anything comes with a in beginning, it will say I. Again, there will be another meaning of this but we will learn later. Right now, we are talking about a'uz. I seek refuge, I seek protection. Right? Why protection? What protection? Well, safety first. Don't you think that whenever you go and start driving a car, safety first, they have created the seat belts. So first you put on seat belt, safety, then you start driving, right? So we will learn it a little bit more later, inshallah. Billahi, in Allah, right? So this word, this word has come about how many times? 2,550 times. Billahi. And we will learn it more. Be means in. In is, this is harf, that's particle. And this is ism, Allah. Right? Billah, in Allah. And there is another word right now, min. Min means from. So the one word, how many times it has come in Quran Pak? 2,471. So you learn one word, min means from, and you have learned 2,471 words today. Can you imagine? You learned today how many words? 2,500 about in just one word. So thank Allah. He has Quran made so easy for us. So now let's see the time. We're gonna be close to time, but let's complete this one, inshallah. So min means from. Other means are also there depending upon the context, but you have to just learn very easy. Mostly it will be from. Right? Ash-shaitan. Al plus shaitan. Al means the shaitan. Right? And shaitan and plural is shayateen. Right? Just say after me. Shaitan, shayateen. Shaitan, singular, shayateen. Right? Plural. Now, it has come how many times? Altogether, 88 times. So you learn one word, another one word today. Shaitan and plural shayateen. How many times? 88 times in Quran. Alhamdulillah. And then al-rajim, al-plus rajim. Rajim is outcast, thrown away. Right? So it has come 6 times in Quran Pak. So one word, rajim, 6 times learning. You learn 6 words by learning just one word, rajim. 6. So count. Someone has, hopefully someone is counting, inshallah. No. Now, do you think that, how do you remember this, that Rajim is outcast? We might forget. Some might remember already, but there's a hint, and that hint will work in other lessons also. When we go for other things that we not remember, you have to take a hint. What's the hint? Rajim could be beloved? Oh no, why not? Why? How can you be beloved? Rajim is about shaitan, right? Shaitan is not close to Allah, so it will be outcast. He's outcast, rejected, thrown away from Allah's mercy. Therefore, the meaning is outcast. All right, let's go ahead. Again, you have to do this thing here, right? Inshallah ta'ala. Allah is high up in the skies, but he's very close to us. He even knows what we think. Recite above with firm belief that Allah is responding to your request. And what is the request? Here, it is very important to understand. Some people confuse in the meaning in our local language, right? Always remember, when it is aus, I seek refuge, there is something that you will remember. In who, from who. In who, from who. Just repeat after me, please. Seeking refuge in who, from who. So the in who is the protection, in Allah. I seek protection in Allah. You cannot say that I seek protection from Allah. We mix up the meaning. I am seeking protection from Allah. No, but look at the ayah. Follow the ayah. Now you have learned it. Anybody tells you, no, I seek from Allah because I'm asking him. You said, okay, no worries. Listen to this. What does this mean? Auz billahi, in Allah. From who? From shaitan. So you don't confuse the things. You should be all clear. So anytime you are discussing something, that you have a clear answer. And that is how I solved my dilemma. Because I was delivering a lecture in another class there. And after the lecture, a friend called me, that, Brother Rashid, I don't understand. We always say that I seek refuge from Allah. Why did you confuse this? I say, I did not confuse it. Let's go through the meaning. Now you know the meanings. And then he was satisfied after that when he see that. So inshallah ta'ala, you have to understand that, right? So who is shaitan? We all know that he's the biggest enemy, and there's good thing that we should ask Allah's safety, right? Allah's help to be safe from the visvisa of shaitan, right? So we all know this, inshallah ta'ala. Now here is the thing. What we learn in this year, at least we learned, I seek refuge in Allah from shaitan, the outcast. What I'm going to do here is this, that inshallah ta'ala, we're going to be ending up our session here. I'm going to do some poll here. Let's see if because last time we did about the grammar part. I don't have time here to go on the grammar part. So, or maybe we are still in a few minutes, because if we take the some time here, you said the 40 minutes, then hopefully, let me just stop sharing here one thing, and let me go to this one here, if I can, here. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to go over this quickly again and share a screen with you. There are some chats here. Mane, can you please watch chats? If there are questions, please let me know after this class here. I'm going to sharing quickly here. Share a screen here. I quickly go over this. So hopefully this works here. Okay, the lesson B is, this is how it is adjusted. This is lesson 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B, 3A, 3B. So it is, one is Azan Salah, and the other part is grammar part of it. So here is the thing. I'm going to go over quickly here. I'm going to send you the poll. Right? We talked about this TPI. TPI is what? Total physical interaction, right? Using all those your senses. That is TPI. And here are the five, how many are the 6, right? 6 words we had learned. Again, please repeat with me, and we have to do TPI just very quickly for third person, which is he and they, right? First, we are going to do third person, which is he. For singular, we are talking singular is he, plural is they. And what is Arabic words for these? Huwa, hum. To the right of your side, to the right side here. If you can see me, my hand direction, please all do this after me, right? As I'm doing. On your right hand side, just point here. He, they. Just say with me, he, they. Single finger for he, like 4 fingers for they. This is for plural. He, they, he, they, he, they. You say it, repeat it 4 or 5 times. He, they, and then do this. You, I, you, I, you. Always you point to someone else. You, I, you, I, you, I. You all, 4 fingers. You all, we. You all, we. You all, we. Right? And then the fourth thing, what we're gonna do is single is you, I, you all, we. Now let's do it in Arabic, right? Huwa, hum, huwa is one finger. Huwa means he. Huwa, he, right? Hum means they. Huwa means he. Hum means they. Anta means you. Anta. Ana means I. Antum, you all. None, we all. Right? We is always we. We means we. Right? There's nothing that we can say we all. Only because in English, you is used for both singular and plural. That's why we say you and you for singular and you all. So here is the thing. Inshallah ta'ala, after this, you already know this. Here is one thing I'm gonna show you. There is another, that man, when we said man means who, then we always say, who are you, right? There will be a question that, who are you? Huh? The question will be, man huwa? Who is he? Man hum? Who are they? The question will be, man huwa? Huwa Muslim. Man hum? Hum Muslimun. Similarly, there is another, like for those 2 conversations, this is third party. And then when we go for second person and first person, when I ask, man anta? Who are you? Then you will answer what? You will answer this for yourself. Ana Muslim. Man antum? Who are you all? Right? Plural. Then, if we are more people, we will say, Nanu Muslimun. So these are the conversation we're gonna go over, inshallah ta'ala, more on this next time. So I'm stopping share here, and I'm going to short poll here. If let's see, hopefully, inshallah ta'ala, if you can answer these questions, that will be really good for your understanding, right? And inshallah ta'ala, after that, we will be ending our session. Yeah. Can you see the poll?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, there are 10 questions, please. I request everybody to participate in the poll. Don't worry about wrong questions. Nothing is marked, nothing is wrong. We are learning. Gonna be making many mistakes. I might have made any mistake today. Who knows that? We are focused on correcting ourselves, inshallah. Learning, doing mistakes, and correcting.
I think we can't actually choose any answers. I'm not sure if there's a problem with anybody else, but like I can't choose any answers.
No, you have to submit after you have selected all those questions. You won't be able to submit unless all these questions have been answered. I think that might be the thing, because I'm seeing the answers are coming. So let me just I stop the recording here. And then we're having a question answer session. Yeah, because answers are coming right now. Alhamdulillah.